Good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Watchalong between Liverpool and Newcastle in the Premier League, guys. Welcome aboard. Thank you so much for joining me today on this Monday night, guys, where this massive game, this historical game between Newcastle and Liverpool. We all remember Newcastle against Liverpool from the old days, don't we? The old 4-3 scoreline. A couple of times there was that 4-3 scoreline, wasn't there? There was a couple of 4-3s there. A couple of good games between Newcastle in the past. Now, we're here to basically hope that we get a game like that, even if it is half the game. You know what I mean? Like a 4-3 again. I would love that, to be honest, guys. Absolutely. The dedicated one is in the house. Thank you so much, everyone who's joined me today. I really appreciate that, guys. We're just going to have a chilled night, of course. We hope it's a good game. Obviously, it's a far cry from the stresses of Manchester United at the moment, of course, guys. And look, it'll be a good chance to have a look at both of these teams. We've already looked at Newcastle so far Liverpool so far this season. Let's have a look at Newcastle. Let's see what they're all about, of course, guys. What do I make of this game? I think it's going to be an entertaining game. I think it will be a draw. I really do think so. I think it will be a 2-2 draw, guys. I'm going for that today. I'm going for a 2-2 draw. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comments, guys. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining me, you absolute legends. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Smash a like on the video. If you guys can do that for me, that'd be absolutely fantastic. We will be doing these Premier League watch-alongs. We're not in Europe this season, guys. So you know what? We got a chance to do other games, haven't we? We've got a chance to watch other games, watch other teams, and sort of do hate-alongs and things like that, of course, guys. And just, you know what? Dwell along. That's what we will say, guys. Thank you, guys, for joining me. Have a look at the teams. The teams are there on my side, of course, guys. Have a look at them. Let me know what you think. Guys, look, you know what? Hopefully it's an entertaining game. We did Liverpool before. Liverpool ran out. Was it 4-1 winners? Wasn't it against Bournemouth? We did it, guys. And guys, hopefully it's a much more close game today, guys. Absolutely. Big up everyone. Big up Helge. Good evening, my mate. My first ever watch along, not being a United fan. Fans has to be nervous and just banter and a bit more chill, have a laugh. Exactly, Helge. That's why we're here, mate. That's why we're here. That's why we're doing it. Big up EC. You know what the thing is that these games are like, you know what, not many people get interested in these games, as you can tell. Many people are here. But what it does give us an opportunity to do is just have a little look at other teams, relax, chill out, talk, reminisce and all that, you know, about past glories and things like that. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day, in my opinion. And just enjoy the football. And that's it. And that's how we should be. Just enjoy the football. That's why we're here for, of course, guys. Just to enjoy a bit of banter, bit of laugh. And hopefully it is 5 red cards, 3 free draw, loads of injuries. I don't wish injuries on anyone, but do you know what I mean? Just a bit of fun. Do you know what I mean? And that's how we do it, guys. Absolutely. And hopefully it is a good game. And hopefully we ain't wasting our time, because tonight it is 10:48 in the night where I am, guys. 10:48 in the night for me. Very late at night, guys. A late one for me. I'm sacrificing my sleep to do this Premier League watch-along calls, guys. It is a massive game. I remember Newcastle against Newcastle. I remember the Liverpool beating Newcastle 4-3. You saw Kevin Keegan put his head down because they knew at that moment they were going to lose the league title to Man United. And we caught them, didn't we? We caught them at the end of the day. All those many years ago, of course, guys. Helge. We all need to breathe. Man United is so serious and passionate to me. I'm looking forward. We do need to breathe, Helge. It's been an extremely stressful 24 hours. Absolutely. And you know, one thing, the biggest frustration for me in regards to Man United, Helge, is that we have all this enthusiasm built up in us throughout the whole summer and the transfer window. We've got all this enthusiasm built up and we're ready for the new season. And then this happens. Do you know what I mean? This happens. We want some positivity. We want some positivity in regards to Man United. We want Man United to do better. We want Man United to win things. And that's the most important thing, isn't it, at the end of the day? You know, Liverpool were once in our position. You know, for many years they were in our position and they couldn't quite get to the actual Premier League summit. You know, they've only won 2 in 30 years, mind you. They ain't absolutely blown it out of the water, to be honest with you. But they've won a few Champions Leagues here and there. So they've been all right, so to speak. They do win trophies and that. Man United, I think that we're in a much more precarious sort of position, and just hope for a bit of positivity. EC, I'm predicting a Joe Linton to take out someone. There you go, my friend. There you go. It is at St. James's Park. Is this an early Champions League confirmation match? Is it a confirmation match for the Champions League, guys? Let me know. What do you think, guys? Absolutely. It could be a big game for that. And we might be looking back on this game at the end of the season and thinking, yeah, Champions League, that game against Liverpool, Newcastle. You know what I will hope? I hope in this game, guys, I want to draw. I want to draw because I have that. Some may call me delusional. Some may call me delusional, but I'm ready for a draw, guys. We need a draw in this game, to be honest with you. We're already a little bit down there, to be honest, guys. We do need a draw in this game. Guys, I know I'm still got this hope that we're going to come good. I got this belief. You know me. I got this belief, guys, that we're going to come good, and that's it. Personally, it's almost like I forgot football is to be enjoyed and to be fun. I take step by step United world, put things in perspective. Look, at the end of the day, what I would say, mate, is that it does put things in perspective, but we love our football club and we can't help it. As much as I wish, part of me feels like one of the worst and best decisions I made in my life, the worst and best, was taking up this football club and you know what, supporting this football club, because it's an addiction. It's a love affair, and it's basically a battle every single week. The nerves I've suffered watching Man United over the years, the stress I've suffered, a lot of joy, and I'm thankful for that, because some of my most beautiful moments have been when Man United have won the Champions League and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Actually, Liverpool fans who tuning in they won't like this, obviously, because I'm talking about Man United. But obviously, we're talking about the club of this channel. And to be honest with you, I feel like we will be back. I feel like we will be back eventually. I do think there's a lot of toxicity. I do think there's a lot of people on Twitter, especially, who are very self-righteous, never wrong. Think they know everything and stuff like that. I love the abusive relationship with obviously Man United. It is an abusive relationship. Do you know, it used to be such a lovely relationship. We used to have such a good time. At Man United, do you know what I mean? Back in the day, we used to have such a good time. We used to go everywhere together. Do you know what I mean? It just broke apart, fell apart. You know what I mean? And that is what Man United are, at the moment. And we're not going to fall apart. Of course, you can't change your football club. You can't do it. You support it for the rest of your life. And it's made up now. Goodness me. Probably 90% of my life has been Manchester United. Every Saturday, every Tuesday, every Wednesday, sometimes Thursday, sometimes Sundays, sometimes Mondays. Man United, Man United, Man United. That has been my life, to be honest with you. And just to think, just before I started supporting Man United, thanks to my friend at the time, when I was very, very young, just to think I hated football. Just to think I hated football. My dad, he used to know this guy called Andrew. He was an Italian, and he came around my house just to watch Football Italia on Channel 4. And I used to despise it. I said, I don't like football. I hate football. I can't stand football. Now look at us, guys. Obsessed, arguing, blood pressure, the lot, guys. It's just ridiculous at the end of the day, isn't it, guys? Absolutely. Agree, Helge, but social media has made it toxic. We have too many unqualified people with opinions. EC, that's a very good comment. We do have some too many unqualified people with opinions. I agree with that. That's a great comment. And it is true. And there are a lot of people who don't know the history. They don't know the backlog of football. They don't understand the context of football. I think one of the most important words is context. I think not many people watch football with context. They don't support football with context, especially Manchester United. They look at things from their perspective, their blinkered little glasses on, and they think, oh, I know everything. And the most important thing is that they think they're never wrong. They think they're never wrong. They're always right. They think they know what's best for Man United, but they don't. And it's evidently so, because we haven't been successful over the years, have we? Because we're doing the same thing over and over again, to be honest with you, and it's crazy. Helge, agree. I've had 2 long relationships where they said they trust me to never cheat because of the insanely loyal I am to United. There you go. Funny enough, my wife is not a football fan, but she's from Naples. She's from Napoli. She is a Napoli fan, but not a big football fan. Absolutely, she hates it when the football's on. Obviously, you know what I mean. So, yeah. Look, you know what? It's just me, myself, and I with this football team, and I got my memories. I remember going up to Old Trafford by myself. Walking after the game in the Champions League at night to Manchester Piccadilly in the pouring down rain. I didn't get the tram, just walked it because my train didn't come until 1 o'clock in the morning, where I had to go to Sheffield, then I had to go to Nottingham, and then I had to go back down to London, where I will be working the same day. You know what I mean? And that's what we're talking about. Let's not talk about the European games. It's absolutely madness what we used to do. And this is one thing I would stress when Man United fans, they talk about the London fans and they talk about the overseas fans. I met so many people from Norway, from Sweden. You know, people come from Australia, from America, late at night. You know what I mean? Going back to the airport. I mean, crazy. That is crazy dedication at the end of the day, isn't it? Crazy dedication, guys. The teams are about to walk out. Let's hope that we get a good game today, guys, and not a boring game, please. Hopefully they don't stifle each other and cancel each other out. AC, one thing guaranteed is that we are back on top, and but it will be so sweet. Absolutely easy. I think once we get back on top, and what's the great thing? You can't appreciate the sun until you've seen the rain. You know, you can't appreciate joy until you felt the pain. Tupac Shakur, of course, guys, you can't do that. And when we do eventually come back, and we will come back, guys. When we do eventually come back, we're gonna grasp in it. We're gonna enjoy it. Because one thing about when we were successful that I regret is that I weren't smug enough. I weren't arrogant. I was very kind. When we used to beat teams like Arsenal and things like that, I'd be like, oh, don't worry, you played well, mate. Unlucky, mate. You played well. And we were winning all these trophies. And I wouldn't be arrogant. I wouldn't be smug. When I'm thinking about it now and I'm reminiscing about it, I'm thinking, you know what? I should have been smug. I should have been arrogant. I should have grasped in every little moment, because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? You never know when those times will come back. Someone told me that actually when I was working, and when I was a Man United fan way back about 20 years ago. Said, don't worry, mate. When the good times leave, you see. I think it was actually a Liverpool fan. One thing about going to Man United games, when I used to go to Manchester Piccadilly, I used to bump into some Liverpool fans, and I always had good conversations with them. Good conversations. And back then, we were successful. And then what I was talking about is like Man United. And he said to me, yeah, you know what? When the success goes, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it when the success goes. I was like, it's never going to go. We're always going to be successful. It's never going to go. What are you talking about? It's never going to go. Do you know what I mean? And here we are. Big up, Stephen Maguire. How you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing well. Glazers out, Ineos. Absolutely. Hope you're doing well. Of course, I watched the MK Dons 4-0 as a fan on my mobile phone during a wedding in church. My loyalty has no boundaries. It was an awful game, Helge. One of Louis Van Gaal's, I think it was Louis Van Gaal's first cup game, one of his first games. Second game, I think. Didn't start too well as a Man United manager, if I'm not wrong. He lost to Swansea, or we drew to Swansea, or lost to Swansea. And then obviously we had that MK Dons game when we lost 4-0. I mean, that was an absolutely embarrassing game, isn't it? The last time we played in the EFL Carabao Cup second round was that game there, the MK Dons game. So we've got Grimsby tomorrow in the second round, guys. Almost, well, over 10 years later. Yeah, over 10 years later. Time is flying. Over 10 years later, hopefully it's not the same story. We cannot take a defeat against Grimsby. Absolutely not. I know it's only the League Cup. I know, but we cannot, definitely not take a defeat in this game. Absolutely not, guys. Absolutely. But guys, I hope it's a good game. Hopefully, yeah, I am subjected to obviously BN Sports and stuff. So I am subjected to Richard Keys and Andy Gray for my sins and stuff like that. So yeah, look, guys, hopefully it is a good game. Guys, and we move on, of course. Guys, absolutely. Let me just see if I can get now. I think it should be all right, to be honest with you. Let me see if I can redo this. Let me see if I can get that up, see if it works. Anyone know if there's a delay on the game, guys? Does anyone know if there's a delay on the game? I'm not sure if it's a delay. It looks like there might be a delay in the game or something like that. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. I've also watched United game on mute at a funeral. Bloody hell, EC. That's not nice, is it? At the end of the day, EC, you watched it on mute at a funeral. Whose funeral was it? Goodness me, whose funeral was it? Guys, yeah, it looks like the game is a little bit, yeah, the players are out, so that's a good sign. Absolutely. Helge, I would never want my girl to be a football fan. I like for us to have each of our own thing. Like it. I agree, mate. I agree. I actually agree with that because one of my good friends got married. Before I knew her for a long time. She works for Sony Records. And one of my good friends, she got married, right, to this guy that she's been with for a while. And he's an Arsenal fan. She's a Man United fan, right? And to be honest with you, I warned her. I said, look, you know what? You're doing the wrong thing. You're marrying an Arsenal fan. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. You're marrying an Arsenal fan. And she married an Arsenal fan. Obviously, it's not what they've been together for a few years, but I could never be with a, like, especially if they supported Arsenal or something like that. It would drive me mad. It would drive me mad. I couldn't take it. We'd have too many arguments. I think they're right, Helge. I think it's best that we stick to our own thing. Absolutely. Big up, Steve-O. What's going on? The legend, the myth, Steve, who's going to give us the scores very soon. He's going to say goal and he's going to get it before everyone else because he's probably, I don't know, some sort of guru. I don't know, but definitely here come Newcastle on the attack. It is a cool nut to Newcastle earlier on, guys. Big up, Danny B. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. I predict Joy Linton will take out words. Come on, Kenny. Let's take him out. Let's hope for an entertaining game, guys. Oh, many fans don't understand tactics or how football structure works, yet they make social media incredibly toxic, missing those good old days with no out social media. Me too, Ronan. The only access to football was actually the forum on the Man United website. Even before that, when there was no internet, it was the newspapers. It was the newspapers that we looked at, and that was it. You don't have that noise around you, and that's the thing. I think that contributed. I can only imagine if so. I can only imagine if social media was around back in the late 80s, stroke 90s. I can only imagine that Alex Ferguson would have had all the pressure. He would have had all the pressure. People be targeting him and whatnot. You know, I can imagine. You know, I mean, obviously, when football, you know, Twitter and obviously social media came around about 2005, 2006, 2007, around that time, and it started to get the toxicity was there, but it weren't quite what it is now. Some people just create fake accounts. Like you got these fake journalists, guys, who pay journalists to basically tweet them and say they heard it from them. Indy Kaler, for one, that's what he does. He pays people to tweet them. He pays, like, for example, you know, he was on Sky Sports the other day. I think it was on Sky Sports, and basically, I know for a fact that Sky Sports, that you can go on Sky Sports with money. You can, and I think he's paying all these things. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, Ronan, so many fans don't understand tactics or how football structure works, yet they make social media incredibly toxic. Missing those, yeah, absolutely. So good, you said it twice. Big up, Steve. Big up, Helge. Of course, thank you so much. You are the loyal ones, guys. You know what? You guys are the loyal ones. Tonight, you are the loyal ones because, look, we're not talking about transfers today. We're just having a nice, peaceful conversation about life, about football. You know what I mean? You're the loyal ones. You're the proper Stretford Posters, guys. You're the proper Chatterboxers and stuff. Absolutely much appreciated, man. Football is like a relationship. You don't deserve the good if you are not there for the worst. Exactly. It will taste so good whenever we reach the top. Good point, but you see, I was never a smug in the Fergie days. That was me, actually. I was talking about it. I was never a smug, no. Because smug people are like, for example, the Arsenal one. Like the Arsenal fans are smug, right? Smugness only comes with success. Smugness comes when you lack success. That's my opinion. When you lack success, that's when smugness comes. You know, back then I was so used to it. Winning the league was like, all right, we won it, great, yay, that was it. Like I was happy, of course, but it was like again another one in the bag. That's it. It wasn't like I can only imagine what it'd be like on this stream if we won the league. Guys, honestly, I would arrange a massive gathering with us. Honestly, it'll be incredible. I arrange this massive gathering for Stretford Post. You know what I mean? And it will be incredible. But yeah, look, guys, maybe it will come one day. Maybe sooner than we think. You know, maybe sooner than we think, of course. Big up EC. Big up my friend. I'm looking forward to Vols for Man United. You're never going to get it, mate. Costs too much. Absolutely. My best friend is also a Liverpool supporter and actually not a deluded one. He said the same thing. If you ever get in this slump, Promise me it gets dark. The Jay Spearing era. The Jay Spearing, the Konchesky's time. Guess who's a Liverpool fan? My brother, Helge, the rapper. My brother's a massive Liverpool fan. He's been a Liverpool fan for years. He's a massive one. My older brother's a Tottenham fan. I mean, imagine how I feel at the moment. You know, I had Tottenham with the Europa League. My younger brother was Liverpool, the league. My dad's luckily he's a Huddersfield fan. My mum's a Wimbledon fan. But, you know, I mean, I have had it. You know what I mean? Recently, definitely. Absolutely. Double I, how you doing, my friend? I'll be doing well. What do we do? Sack Amram and bring Xavi or Ange or whatever is available in the market and repeat the cycle? No thanks. Double A, spot on, mate. Absolutely spot on. What's the point, mate? There's no one out there. There's no one out there. And again, they're going to be doing exactly the same thing. Yeah, and we're going to moan about a different thing this time. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be the same thing, isn't it? You know, I'm not into sacking managers anymore. I'm long past that. I've matured. I've grown up. I admit I was one of those fans who were like, oh, get him out. Only one manager, by the way. I just didn't believe Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was the right man for Man United. And I didn't do it to David Moyes. I didn't do it to Louis van Gaal. I didn't do it to Jose. I did it to Jose Mourinho a little bit. Not as much as I did to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. But when I did it to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I regretted it because, you know, I realized, you know, you start realizing, you look at the context. And that's what I started doing, looking at context. The same with Ralph Rangnick. I didn't turn on him. The same with Erik ten Hag. I never turned on him. And it was tough at times. It was bleak. It was dark at times, you know. But we stuck by it. Absolutely. Absolutely. Corner. Hopefully it's not a 0-0 today, guys. What's this? Partnering with Anti-Fat, one of Saudi's biggest restaurants to promote healthy eating. Big up Ben Jacobs. Guys, fun fact for people from the UK is that Scandinavian people have this thing called what's your favorite UK word? We think you guys have so many weird, funny, or beautiful words. Mine is preposterous. That's crazy. Preposterous. Yes. We have that. We have a lot of words. Preposterous. You know. Let me know. I'm English at the end of the day. Yeah, Eastender as well. You know what I mean? Even Americans find it hard what we say sometimes. Definitely. You know what I mean? Definitely. Cross comes in for Liverpool. Oh, there you go. Liverpool look a little bit sharper what I've seen so far. I've never regretted supporting Man United, but the owners have absolutely destroyed this football club. Big up, Kenny. Helge, I miss football without VAR. Me too. Snowflakes being able to go crazy in the 90th minute. Mad tackles, not in slow-mo. Managers cussing each other out. Long shots, Mavericks dribbles, not sprinting lots. And I would say this, Helge. This may sound controversial, but I think referees and everything were more intelligent back then. I think they need VAR these days because they're not intelligent. They don't have a football. I think they don't have a football brain, in my opinion. And they're not intelligent at all. That's what I think, you know? Yeah. But guys, don't forget to smash a like on the video. Let's get a couple of subscribers on the channel today. Can we get a couple of subscribers? Let's get it in, guys. We need to get to 20K subscribers by Christmas. I don't know if that's going to happen, guys. Helge, tell everyone in your Norwegian town to subscribe to Stretford Post. Kenny in Australia, subscribe to Stretford Post, mate. Absolutely. Get those subscribers up, guys. We need to get to 20,000 before Christmas, guys, or maybe at Christmas. All right, come on. We can do it. We can do it. We can do it. It's a free kick to Newcastle coming in. Probably nothing's happened because Steve hasn't said anything. But when Steve is silent, nothing is going on. You just can't change the club's view. It's like being glued to something. You just can't remove it. No, you choose it and that's it. And you know what I would say, Steve? I don't think we actually pick the football club we support. I think the team picks you. I firmly believe that the team picks you. That's what I believe. The downs are so low and the highs are so high, United. Very emotional stuff being a fan. Steve, you know what I would say? And I don't want to sound out of order. But there's a lot of fans out there not in it for the love of football, not in it for the love of Man United. For example, I started supporting Man United because of the history, because of the Busby Babes and stuff like that, obviously. And, you know, I don't think people support football like that anymore. I just don't think they love football. They love the club like we love the club. You know, I think they're doing it because they want it for banter. You know, they watch football for banter. You know, and some of them people are big channels as well, big content creators. I don't think they even watch football for the love of Man United. They watch football because it's a platform. They can get views and clicks. And you know what? They can have banter, you know, and make a bit of a personality about it, you know. I just don't think there's many people now who really love this football club, apart from the oldies like myself, of course. Tottenham, Liverpool, and Manchester United fan around the table. I can't imagine those dinners. I mean, it was awful, mate. I mean, one of the worst feelings, Helge, is when your older brother is a Tottenham fan, right? My older brother's a Tottenham fan, and he lives in New York now. He's married in New York, so I don't see him as often. He does send me texts every day, every time that Tottenham win, you know, which is more often these days. But what I would say is this, right? I used to feel sorry for my brother back in the day. He used to cry sometimes when Tottenham used to lose. And we used to win all the time. So it was like, you know, I couldn't really be smart because I felt sorry for him. You know, my Liverpool fan, my brother, by the way, it was intense sometimes. Intense, obviously, arguments and stuff like that. Helge, I saw this thread of who would you replace Amrin with? Top likes were Fabregas and Nagelsmann, for goodness sake. I like Nagelsmann, but come on, he lost the dressing room faster than Johnny Depp lost his virginity. Goodness me. My goodness me. I just read what you said there, mate. These people are stupid. I'm sorry. We all know who they are. Most of them, they follow the people. You know who they follow. Nah, bruv. He's a Portuguese fraud, bruv. Nah, bruv. It's not about that, bruv. I've been supporting this club all my life, bruv. I've seen a treble, bruv. You haven't seen nothing, you midget. You're not seeing nothing, mate. You wear nappies, diapers when the Champions League was on, mate. Try getting a coach over to Barcelona like I did at a 16-year-old, mate. You know what I mean? Sleeping on the beach because there's no hotels. You know what I mean? These people actually think they know nothing about supporting the football club, you know? Now they're like, oh, I told you about Garnacho. I told you about Garnacho. I told you about Garnacho. And we're like, no, you didn't. You told us about Garnacho's ability, not his personality. Calm yourself. These egotistical maniacs. That's what they are at the end of the day, guys. Kenny, I heard unlimited accounts of UK YouTube content creators saying blood and fam. They're not even from that world. Do you know what I mean? I've told whole Germany to subscribe already. Thank you, Tybor. Can't be many in Germany. I've always said 9. Manchester United 9. Definitely not 9. Offsides. Upsides. Definitely. You know what I mean? If we get the whole of Germany to support this, I don't mind, man. I love the Germans. I do actually. I love the Germans. I always got on with Germans. One of my teachers was German. When my IT teacher, I used to do IT when back in about 2000. I used to do IT. I mean, he was Hubert Bartlitz was his name. And when he used to teach, he used to blink like this all the time. He used to blink like this, yeah. And people used to make fun of him. I used to like him, and every time I used to give him my work, he used to do this, and he used to tick it all correct. You know. Those were the days, man. Those were the days, my friend. I thought they were never end. Steve, Sal, does doing these shows affect your mood somehow throughout the day, or you manage to keep things in check? I get tired. I like to do my jog in the morning. It does affect that a little bit when I'm tired. It gets worse when it gets, because England goes an hour ahead. England goes further hour ahead, don't they, in October? So basically it becomes from 3 hours ahead, it goes to 4 hours ahead. And then I'll be watching games to 2:30 sometimes at night. And I'm very tired because I wake up 5 in the to obviously, I make coffee for my wife. I sort my wife out and everything like that and stuff. And then obviously about I do my streams in the morning, and then I do my jog. I got a treadmill now, so I'll do it in there. And it does affect my ability, my performance. Yeah, it makes me tired. But it does. I wouldn't say it affects me like, you know, really much that badly. Only the most that affects me is Man United. I think Man United affect my moods. Yeah, I would have to say Man United affect my moods. I think one of the worst times I switched was when Man United conceded a last-minute goal against FC Porto, when Jose Mourinho was running up that touchline. And my mum came in, and this time about 2004, I was still quite young, but my mum came in and she said something. I said, F off, you F. One of the only few games I didn't go to back then. I went to a lot of games back then. Tyler Diblin signs for Everton. Everton. They've signed some players. Absolutely. In your Norwegian town. Absolutely, mate. Throw us a salmon, mate. You're too funny. Worst thing is you're not wrong. I'm from a Viking place where cows and fields, 30 minutes from where Haaland grew up, 10 minutes from Netherlands, Hageland, and Thorsvedt. Eric Thorsvedt, guys, you know about balls. I mean, I would guarantee you, Helge, I would guarantee you, if you went to any of those content creators and said, who's Eric Thorsvedt? They wouldn't even know who it is. They wouldn't have a clue. I bet you go to them and says, who's Eric Nevland? I bet they wouldn't know who it is. Here comes Newcastle on attack. Chance. Oh, chance for Newcastle there. Very close. I bet they wouldn't know who it is, you see. I do. Ciao. Good evening, guys. Do you think we can have a here we go for the men's today or tomorrow? I'm hoping, Ciao, because we're dragging it on now. It's Tuesday tomorrow, and we got a midfielder to think about as well. So I really do hope that we get this done quickly, because we're very incapable. We're incapable of doing two deals at once. Guys, from Ben Jacobs, this is just from Ben Jacobs. Bruno Fernandes representatives are aware of Al Ittihad's interest. They have been directly approached, guys. That is news breaking from Ben Jacobs right now. Bruno Fernandes representatives are aware of Al Ittihad's interest. They are being directly approached. So it is all getting quite official, guys, in regards to Bruno Fernandes. They have been approached by Al Ittihad. Let's see what happens, guys. Nagelsmann is a good shout, but he has a World Cup duty to get off. I don't rate him. I think he's overrated. Tybog, agree, Sal. There is a proper support anymore. I mean, that raw, unconditioned culture doesn't exist anymore. Younger generation don't even know what they're missing. They don't. I actually think if you didn't watch Man United, and I'm not being ageist, I'm not being that. I actually think if you didn't watch Man United in the 90s, you won't be able to understand what Man United are. I'm sorry, but that's what I think. I don't think people quite understand what Man United are. If you didn't watch Man United in the 90s, I don't think you can quite understand what it is. You know, because football's changed so much. And I think that was the pinnacle of what Man United were, you know. Helge, I'm only 31 years old, so Spectre isn't that big. But my all-time favorite from Spurs was Kranja. Yeah, wasn't world-class, but I just loved him. Didn't he play for Portsmouth as well? Yeah, I remember him. Absolutely. Sal now gets notifications, 9 schnitzels and the scratch. Come on, mate. That's what we're like. I don't care. As long as they're, you know, anywhere in the world, we need to get the subscribers. We need to be fighting those guys at the top with the big mouths. You know, the ones with the big mouths. We need to be getting up there, guys. We need to challenge them because obviously each one of them had the stepping stone for Mark Goldbridge. A lot of them. And Mark Goldbridge has messaged me in the past, guys. Mark Goldbridge we spoke in depth about it. He regrets helping all those people. He regrets it. He said, I shouldn't have helped them. They're ungrateful. Even Flex. Yeah, he regrets it. He helped them, and they're ungrateful. You never see anyone turn around. And there's whatever you think about Mark Goldbridge, none of them have turned around and said thanks, Mark Goldbridge, for the platform. None of them, you know. Especially that Chubby Chubs, that other one. But none of them have, you know what I mean. Big up. So, guys, who's the most famous person you've ever met? All right, let me rephrase that. Who's the most famous person you ever met, but they let you down? They let you down. Man United, waste of football club. It's all about business now. How come the club players to chosen their future? Big up, Chow. Brother, you need to fix your Wi-Fi. My Wi-Fi is all right, mate. My Wi-Fi is all right. Maybe it's yours. My Wi-Fi is all right. I got 5K, bruv. I got 5K. I'm a little bit behind, but that's because of obviously all the things that's going on at the moment in my apartment. Guys, let me know if my Well, let me know if my Wi-Fi is okay, guys. Chow has said that my Wi-Fi is a bit dodgy, guys. Norway, Stavanger is the city called. A local team is the third best in Norway and called Viking. I know Viking. Is it FB Viking? VF Viking? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I would love to go to Norway. Haven't been there. Fortunately. Been a lot of places. I've never been to Scandinavia. Sad. I haven't. I've been all around the world watching Man United. I never went to Scandinavia. That is crazy, isn't it? I mean, the fact that we played the likes of Rosenborg in the past, Copenhagen in the past, IFK Gothenburg from Sweden in the past. I remember that. I saw that at Old Trafford. 4-2. Remember Southampton quote, 100 million on Dibbling for us. There you go, guys. It's Man United tax. It's Man United tax, isn't it? That's what it is. Man United tax. Man United tax all the way. That's what they do. Give us the Man United tax. You know? The worst, in my opinion, with the Goldbridge thing is Adam and Faz. They were such bums and got a whole platform. Then sat and continued using his name further to grow the channel and change it. Faz is an irritating little sod, you know, but, you know, I don't know the lad. All I know is that he done that thing with Garnacho outside Old Trafford, which I still don't agree with because I don't think it helps the cause. You know, I also, in regards to who's the other one? Adam, I don't really know him, you know, to be honest with you. He's one of the most, how would I say it, mellow people. He's not like the others. He's one of the most mellow. But what I would say is that a lot of those people have had platforms, big platforms from Mark, and they don't appreciate it. You know what I would say? If I had that platform, guys, and I've never had a platform, never had a helping hand, guys. You guys are the legends, right? If I had that platform, guys, I'd be smashing it right now. I'd be smashing. I'd be on 1 million subscribers, easy. You know, at the end of the day, you know, and I've had YouTube channels of over 1 million on music ones. I've had YouTube channels of over 1 million. I sold them to the labels. Yeah, because they half belong to the label, but I run them. You know, I used to run them. But yeah, look, a lot of people are very ungrateful these days, especially this content creation business. Very, very sad and ungrateful people. Never bite the hand that feeds you. That's what they say, guys. It's painful for you to see Liverpool lifting the trophy last season. Yeah, it was, mate. It was very painful. Very, very painful, of course. Very, very painful. Harold, speaking of loving British words, sad. Sod. Yeah, it makes me laugh every time. Sod off. Yeah, sod is it's a classic word. Get lost. Sod off. You know. Do you know what I mean, mate? Yeah, I'm an EastEnder, so obviously. I'm born in the same hospital as David Beckham. The same hospital. The same town I was raised, went to the same school. Adam, not a bad guy, but he's proper plays the victim with United stand. Bit of a joke. But they need to get over it, Bexy. Bexy, what I would say is that I have nothing but love for... I like Adam. I've had a few of these people in here. I don't mind him. But yeah, you're absolutely right. At the end of the day, you may fall out with someone, right? But never forget what they did for you. Never forget what they did for you. Who gave you that platform in the first place? Who made you a known name? The worst ones are, you know who the worst ones are. You know, still 0-0, by the way, guys. You know who the worst ones are. You know the worst ones. And you don't need me to say their name. You know who they are. And they're awful people, you know. A few years ago, I had Said on my channel, Said TV on my channel, and showed him a lot of love during that period. I showed him a lot of love during that period, and supported him. And this was about, I say, 4 years ago. And as I supported him, right, I brought him on a show. I wasn't doing live content then. I was doing pre-recorded. So I had Said on the show and we had a good chat. It was cool. Then I done another show once and everyone was telling me, Saeed's been talking behind your back. He's been calling you all sorts of names. He's been calling you weirdo. He's been calling you this and that. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Now, when people say, oh, lay off them, leave them alone, this and that. Nah, I will forever remember this, because I'm not just a content creator, guys. I don't just talk about football. I've done things. Helge knows what I've done. People know what I've done. Traveled the world, guys. Working with platinum, selling art, doing things. You know what I mean? It's not just social media for me. You know, at the end of the day, I came on this channel because I love to talk to Man United fans. It's the best thing, because you speak to people from all around the world and stuff like that. These people want to step on you to gain elevation. So what they do, they'll step on you because they know you're well-spoken. They know you're probably more talented than they are, better looking than they are, and stuff like that. And then they get a little bit jealous, you know? And I think that's what it is. You remember when Twitter was doing the people who visited your profile, right? This exposed a lot of people. You know who visited my profile? You know, Wayne Rooney, Rio Ferdinand, Jay-Z, Bizarre from D12, even P. Diddy. It's crazy. Do you know what I mean? You just need to see the list. It's on my thing. And when they did the same thing, it's all content creators. Do you know what I mean? Streamlads is still quoting this thing. I've got to delete it. Sorry, guys. I remember when West Ham in 2008, I stood out to wait outside Old Trafford for hours. I got to chat a bit with Ronaldo, Jason, Nani, and Van der Sar. Got their autographs. I was just 14. Best moment ever. Lucky you, mate. Fair play, though. You managed to get it. These days they won't even sign it. They'll flip the bird like Rashford does sometimes to so-called to fans and stuff like that. Faz likes Dalot. This average player cost us the result yesterday. Faz likes silly. He's silly, mate. Again, egotistical. Another one who used the United stand for views. When he was around the first time, and I don't like talking too much about it because they're irrelevant to me. People I know and met. But what I would say is that when I saw him when he first came out, he had nearly 0 Twitter followers. Mark Goldbridge, he made some story up about his flat being robbed, and Mark Goldbridge gave him money and looked after him. And whatever you think about it, whether he threw it in your face or not, whether he mentioned it or not, he still helped you, bruv. He helped you. And at the end of the day, that's more than what you've ever done for him. What have you ever done for him? Apart from talk crap on his channel. That's it. Look, guys, I don't have any affiliation with anyone in this content creation business. I don't affiliate myself with anyone. But what I do is I speak the facts on this channel, and I feel like it should be said sometimes, Close from Newcastle. What a header. That was close. Tyborg. Once I met Mijatovic, my goodness me, that's going back. Real Madrid once scored against Juventus in a final. Who used to play for Real Madrid. Yep, I'm an encyclopedia, Tyborg. He was one of my favorite players. I asked him for an autograph, and he arrogantly told me to F off and gave me a little slap. Hate him even today. He slapped you. You should have reported that, mate. You should have reported that. I never liked the bloke. I remember when they played Juventus in the Champions League final, and I think they won 1-0, and Mijatovic scored the goal. What a prat. What a prat. What an awful person to do something like that. Oh, close to Newcastle again, guys. Newcastle come close a couple of times. What an awful thing to do. Awful. That's disgusting, man. Honestly. Why would you do that? I miss when the Premier League and La Liga was buying random young players from Russian and Ukrainian before the war. Some of them are well known, like Arshavin and Mudryk, but they are one of a few minority. What do you think about that? I mean, I think it's just the whole thing is hypocrisy. Whole thing is just the whole world these days is full of hypocrisy. It's hypocrisy. I once stood. When I was on the Stretford end, when I used to have my season ticket, and I was front row to Stretford end, I was behind the Arshavin goal. Arshavin scored against Man United past Ben Foster. I remember watching it because I'm right next to the post at the front. And I remember it going on Foster's arm and it just went like that. He shot from distance and the strength, he didn't get the strength in his hand and it ended up a goal. Logically, Mark made Adam end off. Look how people talk about Goldbridge. Really emotional and weak. It's not nice, Spexy. It's not nice. And I've known Goldbridge, I know Mark for 7 years. We almost worked together. I almost brought him over here to the UAE to do a show. We were going to do a show here. Unfortunately, certain things happened and we couldn't do it. But he's always given the time of day and stuff. He's never helped me, never once. I don't expect him to. He probably gets it all the time. The most important thing for me to do is build my platform, and that is what I need to do, of course, and show people, look at this platform we're building and stuff like that, But yeah, look, I've never had a problem. People have a problem with him are generally the people who have a problem with themselves, What is there to hate on? He's a Man United fan. I know that for a fact. I mean, this not on the Forest malarkey is crap. I got friends who don't like him. I got friends who really don't like, despise him for some reason. And I'm like, bloody hell, this guy's a human being. What's going on? I don't really dislike or any other YouTube related YouTubers, but there is one I can't stand. Don't understand how Rio choose the arrogant and cocky. If you know, you know. I know who you mean, mate. He blocked me on Twitter, Tybog. Absolutely. Mr. It rhymes with even Mousen. It rhymes with that. He blocked me on Twitter. He offered me out, basically a fight, and blocked me on Twitter. Yeah, that's why Rio Ferdinand, and that's another thing, giving idiots platforms. Too many idiots have got platforms. Too many. It's about time you give the realists some big platforms, you know what I mean? And we'll make use of it. We'll make use of it properly. Guys, we've got people who have Man United content creators, right? That when the great Dennis Law and Sir Bobby Charlton passed away, no mention of them on their show. Nothing. Zilt. Nada. Can you believe that? I shout every day. Very good point. I loved those Eastern European gems in Premier League. Do you remember the Romanian time when the players were coming from Romania? Dimitrescu, Petrescu, Radachoiu. Do you remember that time when they were all coming from Romania? After I think it was the 1996 European Championships and the 1994 World Cup. Yeah, you remember that? What it used to be, there used to be good defenders that come from Eastern Europe, the Balkans and stuff like that. The good defenders used to come from there. Shevchenko, obviously from Ukraine. Sergei Rebrov. I remember when Dynamo Kiev had Shevchenko and Sergei Rebrov, and they won 4-0 at the Camp Nou. Yeah. I met loads of footballers, Sal, and used to be friends with Joe Carrigan's daughter at school. Had tea at the Stockport train station with Steve Bruce before I got to Australia. Wow. How was Steve Bruce? Never met him. I would love to meet him. I've generally been disappointed with footballers, the ones I've met. Generally. I know a lot. I've had some on the show. I've had Tony Cottee, Jason McAteer on this channel. Guys, check those interviews out. They're in the early days of Stretford Post. I had a Brazilian international on this show, guys. Forgotten his name now, but check it. Stretford Post, Brazilian player interview. Ex-Brazilian international. Forgotten his name. Dudu. His name Dudu. D-U-D-U. He used to be a Brazilian international. Yeah. I've had him on the channel. Spoke to him. I've had another one. I've forgotten his name. I had a couple of Brazilian international. I've had WWE wrestlers on there as well. Helge, I'm 100% convinced Faz is not a real United supporter. You can tell when you watch someone, I would die for the club, and I sense someone who cares for me. He ain't a Man United supporter, mate. These are what you call chances. They're chances. They're not Man United fans. They're chances. They chanced it. So, I could give you a bunch of people who I don't think are Man United fans that have got content creators, who've got YouTube platforms. If you want to know, I'll tell you. I know for a fact they're not, because some of them have been on their show, and I talk about something like, for example, basically something about the past, something that's famous, and they wouldn't know what I was talking about. Let me tell you a story, guys. When I went to Italy recently, I went to Qatar in Italy. You remember last month I went, and at the airport, my flight was very early hours of the morning. It was 5 in the morning. So I was at the airport about 2 a.m. And funny enough, I bumped into a Manchester United fan who has been a Man United fan for like 50, 60 years, apparently. And we were talking. And to be honest with you, I started talking about 1995. We got talking, and I started talking about 1995. It was late at night. He was getting a plane to Manchester. I was going to Naples. Now, 1-0 to Liverpool. 1-0 to Liverpool, guys. Liverpool have scored. It looks like Gravenberch has got the goal, guys. Damn. It was a what was it? Oh, it's a good shot, to be fair. It's a good shot, to be fair. 1-0 to Liverpool, guys. 35 minutes gone. 1-0. Gravenberch. Good strike. Used the defender to get to block the goalkeeper's vision, and the goalkeeper was left-sided. He can never. Very good strike, guys. And yeah, this guy at basically the airport in Abu Dhabi. He didn't know what I was talking about. And he's been a fan 50, 60 years. He didn't know. Maybe he was drunk. I don't know. But he didn't know what I was on about. Helge, I get what you say about you have done stuff in life. You are your own person. You live and lived in the real world, and a company thing. Their peak is Twitter beef. That's their peak, mate. I don't like to be arrogant. I don't. But, you know, I've been to places like Detroit with a Canon shooting videos with D12, you know, in the middle of the 8 Mile, on the floor with my camera, you know, risking myself, you know, some dude from London, you know what I mean, and Leytonstone in East London, and they don't know those levels, guys. They don't know those levels. They don't know, you know, they have no clue about what those levels are. That's why they're so bitter at the end of the day, because they don't know levels, do they? The scammer, Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate. Now, look, in regards to Andrew, he's a chancer. He's a chancer. That's what he is. He's a fake. He would go as far as to pretend he's converted to Islam to get followers. He is a good talker, very good talker. He knows how to talk and manipulate people. Some of the things he says, I agree with. Some of the things he says, I agree with. But he's definitely a scammer, yeah. Definitely a scammer. He's not made anyone rich, as much as he says he has. Kaz, what's going on, my friend Kazi? Newcastle, the better team out playing Liverpool. Yeah, that's the thing, though, isn't it? You've got to take your chances. When you're on top, you got to make it count, isn't it, guys? You do. Helge, I like Golja. He is cut from the same cloth as a mindset like Sal and me. I feel like we have similar morale in life. I feel like, and he sees things behind Matrix. Yeah. Those things come from people with experience, you know. They come from people with experience. Bexy, Howson is a degenerate. Probs never read a book in his life. Zero logic and emotional baby. At least he lost some weight. Kudos for that. You can't change the face, though. You can lose all the weight you like. You can't turn the personality in the face, mate. He still looks like he's been hit with a wet salmon. Yeah, maybe he should smile a little bit more. The reason I fell out with him is because he made a comment on one of his shows, and he said a very ignorant comment, which was racial related, and I didn't agree with it. It was really bad, and I'm surprised they didn't get cancelled for that. Hey, you know. What worst blunt rotation is Thunberg, Boris Johnson, Howson, Faz, and Carragher? My goodness me. They should do a Big Brother house with all of them in it. But Faz is not big enough, is he? He's big in size, but not in regards to fame, is he? They're people who are given a platform, you know what I mean? It's all real here. And listen, guys, this is the thing, right? Oh, these angles are good, isn't it? This is the thing, guys. Look, I have no reason to talk about these people. I've done things on my own. You know what I mean? I don't really need other people. So, but that's why I just mention them, because they can mention me whatever they want. They've already done that. So I don't really care. I don't really care about them, because rants and bants. It's like basically someone called a personality thief, because I think his brother's stolen all his personality. Without his brother, there's a nothing. You know what I mean? There. Got it, Steve. Big up, Steve. Guys, let me know if my Wi-Fi is all good. Let me know if my Wi-Fi is all good, guys. I know it's a little bit funny sometimes, but let me know if it's good, guys. I did stand up once and made a joke about weight loss. I said, "Did you know it was impossible to both lose weight and not talk about it all the time and the time afterwards?" Applies to him. Exactly. Goes on and on about it. Tries to sell his product. Did you know he used to sell tickets outside Old Trafford and scam people? Did you know that? Yeah. Sad, isn't it? Can I tell you my 99 story, guys? Go for it, Tyberg. What is going on? What happened, mate? What a time. What a time that was. That was an amazing time, What a time to be alive. I mean, I would just say, what a time to be alive that was. I'll never forget it. Even when I talk about 1999, I get all emotional. I don't know. I just get all emotional, because I remember it, and I remember the feeling. Especially being there in the stadium and having witnessed it, it was just tears. And it is nearly 2-0, guys. A big chance there for Liverpool again. Hi there, my friend Tat. What's going on, my friend Tat? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, mate. Hope you're blessed. Good to see you. Tat says Galatasaray is the best football club. Fair play, Tat. Hope you're doing well. You're having a good summer this summer, my friend. I just come from Istanbul not long ago. Very expensive airport, Tat. They charged me £80 for a couple of kebabs. What's going on there, bruv? I want to know. Yeah, big up Turkey, big up Galatasaray. Galatasaray, I have fond memories of Galatasaray, not least the 4-0 victory for Man United back in the early 90s, the mid-90s, when Beckham had to make his debut because we had that foreign rule and stuff like that. Oh, those were the days. I've had some good games with Galatasaray over the years, definitely. Tyberg, so my town was bombed that night by NATO. Wow. I was watching the game on the 9th floor while it was air raid and bombs were falling all around. I swear to God, it was so surreal. It's awful, isn't it? It's awful. When you see what's going on these days, man, my goodness me, man. Honestly. I'm glad you're here, Tyberg, to tell the story. That's one thing I am. I'm glad you're here, mate. People don't realize how lucky they are, to be born in certain countries and have a relatively unfazed, untouched life. Big up. Tate is playing the game, and the world is stupid to get some people. Yeah, he is just a pimp who is good at talking. I agree with a lot of things he says, but so do I do my nan. Big up. Chow, do you think Saudi is regretting purchasing Newcastle? Probably. Newcastle toothless in attack. Yeah, they need to replace him. He's definitely going to Newcastle. He's definitely going to Liverpool. Helge. Can't change the face, though. I agree. Honestly, I think he looked happier when he's fat. Now he looks like he has been in a hairdryer for too long. At least he has those baby blue eyes. Baby Blue Eyes. He looks like bloody, what's his name from the zombie movie? You know when you've just been bitten. You know when a zombie bites you, and you know when you start to change and your eyes start going. Has anyone seen the Incredible Hulk, the old one from the 80s? You remember the old Incredible Hulk from the 80s when he just turned and he turns around and his eyes all white or blue, like. Remember that? And his hair was green. He's a little bit like that, mixed with a zombie. Couple of things like mixed, like a crossbreed. Zombie Incredible Hulk. That'd be a big zombie. The last thing you want is a zombie Incredible Hulk. I think that'd be pretty awful, I think. You know that God loves you. You know, if God didn't love you, he would have made giant bees and wasps. You know that. Can you imagine have giant bees and wasps and stuff like that? Imagine that. Adam McCullough's another prat, Bexy. Adam McCullough. Look, thing is, Bexy, we go way back, all these guys, right? They're so arrogant. If only you knew, Bexy, how arrogant these people were. Oh, my goodness me. It's like, my God, it was, if you know how arrogant they are. Double I. You know what? Call me crazy, but 2021-22 was the best chance of winning the league. That squad, front three, Sancho on the left, CR7 out of Greenwood on the right, Pogba, Bruno, Matic in midfield. So I know, mate. I think it was, yeah. We had it, but we had Eric Ten Hag at that time, didn't we? Ransombat is basically a sidekick of him, especially he's a sidekick, mate. He's embarrassing, mate. Your wife is good. Thank you, mate. Thank you, man. Steve. So it's nice to meet you and all the good people from the community. Internet and social media gets a bad rap, but it's nice good people come to it. I agree, Steve. There's a VAR going here. This might be a red card for Newcastle. I'm looking at it now. Oh, it's going to be a red card for Newcastle, guys. I got a bet. It's going to be a Newcastle. It's going to be a red card. Steve, is it a red card? Have you got it yet? That's a red. Gordon's going to be sent off. Lucky Liverpool. This never happens to Man United. I would love that to happen at Man United. You know, against Man United at St James's Park. You know, that would be great, wouldn't it? Yeah. I think he's definitely going to give a red card for that. Yeah, probably. I hope he lets him off. I hope he lets him off. Come on, let him off. Red card. Flipping hell. Needless challenge. Yeah, it was a needless challenge. I don't know why he did it. I don't know why he made that challenge. I really don't. Why did he do that? Beggars belief. Really does. That changes things, guys. That changes things quite a lot. Golden off. Dangerous, yeah. I don't know why he did it. Why did he do it? I felt like this wasn't malicious, and he tried to put his studs away as soon as possible. I mean, the game is getting soft now, isn't it? The game's getting soft. It's over now. Liverpool gonna pick them off. Liverpool gonna pick them off. Yeah, slow motion makes it worse, Steve. Absolutely. Context needs to be shown, isn't it? A little bit of common sense sometimes needs to be shown. Unfortunately, it doesn't exist. You know, unfortunately, in football these days. That's ruined the game. I don't think Newcastle. I mean, Newcastle with Gordon couldn't score, let alone without Gordon. Now, what are they going to do now? You know, it's ridiculous. It really is ridiculous. You know, the game is ruined, guys. Red card for Newcastle United. This is going to end 2-3-0. Probably going to end 2-3-0. Well, what can we do? Helge, that's what I talked about with VAR. Remember the Newcastle Sunderland derbies would have been 10 reds already at least. I missed the possible football and players. I don't like the red card thing. I don't like the red card. I understand about the ball going over the line and offsides, but I don't like the red card thing. I really don't. I think that football needs to maintain its aggression. It needs to maintain its, as long as the challenge is not a leg break or something like that. I would say that we're getting a little bit too, because things, when you go to VAR, it gets a little, when you do it slow motion and things like that, it's not really fair, is it? To be honest. Sal, there are too many penalties these days compared to 20 years ago. Stand on toe and it's a penalty. Exactly. It's too much. I used to listen to Sam, person or whatever, seems like an all right bloke. I don't really go to other channels since I found this one. Biased agendas, name calling, disrespect all round. I know him. One thing I would say, Tyborg, and I don't mean this in a disrespectful way at all, but in regards to these guys, don't you find them boring? It's like, why would I want to sit there watch someone just talking like blah, 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 blah. I read this the other day, an article, blah, 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 blah. And they put up this article they got on Google and stuff like that. There's no personality there. There's no personality. It's like, come on, like, it's just a waste of a platform. And that's just me, guys, It's just a waste of a platform, to be honest. Would you keep VAR, get rid of it? I'll keep it for major decisions. You know what I think, Chow? I think they should do like they do in cricket. Basically, what in cricket happens is that you get 2 appeals per game, per team. So you get an appeal. So you can appeal something. Maybe one appeal per game. You get something like that. Remember when I was a kid, when we kicked each other all game, if people went down, we called them all sorts of things. Absolutely. I agree with that, Helge. Good times, mate. Didn't harm us, did it? Kept us in a good stead, didn't it, at the end of the day? By the way, was not a foul on Mount for the pen. I think it was. There was a guy thrown on the floor. I think it was. But, personally, I would get rid of VAR and only keep semi-auto offside system. There you go. Can't say any more. Lower here, they'll get a solicitor. Absolutely. They would. Yeah, I'll get myself banned. I'll get myself demonetized and all that monarchy. I think people are too serious these days. Definitely. People are way too serious. So we're still waiting for that Seni Lamens. Here we go, isn't it? We're still waiting for that. Hopefully we get that anytime soon. I'm not just knowing that Man United, we're going to drag that out until the end. Sam Peoples held is from People's United People's TV or something like that. Very boring. Like, if I'm going to watch that sort of thing, I'll watch Sky Sports or watch something like that. I won't watch that. It's boring. It's bloody boring. You need a bit of personality. Look at guys. We talk about everything on here. We personality, guys. These people ain't got the person. They ain't got the charisma, man. And I'm not saying I am. I'm not being arrogant, but they haven't got that je ne sais quoi. You know what I mean? They probably wouldn't even be able to say something like that. They're very blunt. Oh yeah, I think they're just saturating. A lot of people are saturating the industry, in my opinion. But yeah, it's a difficult thing to do. Definitely. Is that Ricarlison on the Coca-Cola advert? Have you seen that, guys? Ricarlison's got a Coca-Cola advert. Have you seen that? Bear me a second. Just going to get a refreshment. Yeah, Ricarlison's on an advert. He's on a Coca-Cola advert. I've never seen that before. I think it was Ricarlison. Steve, all these footballers that have come out of the woodwork as pundits and they are all rubbish. They are rubbish, mate, because they have a bias, especially against Man United. Man United have showed them a lot of pain over the years. So some of them, I listened to. I mean. What I watched, what's his name? Crooks, the journalist today. I think it was one of the worst decisions I ever made. I mean, everything that came out his mouth was basically anti-Man United. He's the one who spread the rumors about Mainu today. Everything that came out of his mouth was anti-Man United. Helge, to be fair, you can't say it, so I will. The only people I have ever bothered to watch on YouTube ever, not only the United related, is you and Garbage. People in general bore me. It's true, mate. They're boring. They're boring. I'm telling you right now, guys. I don't want to be. I don't want to be cruel, but there's so many out there that I'll just say that boring, man. Why does anyone want to watch some average Charlie talking about football? I mean, some people say that about me, but you know what? At least I'm a bit fun. I like to think so anyway, but it's just like all careful and corporate. It's like being corporate without the official, not being official corporate. You're not official corporate. You're like a fraud corporate. Why would you want to be a corporate? Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to be a corporate person? You know what I mean? Conservative and all that. About football. I know. So that's the credit to you. Thank you, Helge. Big up yourself. But obviously you won't say it. But the United stand isn't successful because of structure. It's because of Garbage personality. Nothing else. That's why I believe you 100% as well. Thank you so much, Helge. Keep spreading the word, bruv. Keep spreading the word. Tell Mike, mate, you got to tell Stretford Post, mate. Sal from Stretford Post. You know what I mean? You got to sort that out, mate. Yeah, mate. I should do a United stand show in the UAE. And you know why I should do it in the UAE? Because I can reach people here and I can do late shows and things like that. Do you know what I mean? Early shows. Could do an early show for him before breaking dawn if he wants. Very early. If he wants, and I'm here, mate. I could do it 4 a.m, 3 a.m. for him, UK time. Helge, I like someone who thinks outside the box, who has hard opinions, who challenges my views and intelligence, who makes me laugh and who times can irritate me like a brother. No, absolutely. Thanks, bruv. You too, man. Big up. Double I. Is it possible? Would you take Phil Foden this next summer transfer window? Personally, I'll take him to create some competition for Cunyon and Boomer at number 10 role, plus to piss off Little City. I don't think they'll sell him to us, Double I. He's a good player. I think that Pep Guardiola is totally ruining him. It doesn't get broadcasted enough how many players Pep Guardiola has ruined. Grealish as well, he ruined. He's ruining Foden as well. Foden used to be like a generational player. Now he's just like, he can't get into it. Steve, personal growth is about challenging views in non-argumentative way and learning from it. That's one thing, Steve, that these guys don't know about. They don't know about that. They don't know what that is. They don't know about personal growth. They know about personal ego growth. That's it. That's about it. The ego grows either the belly or the ego, one of the two. That's what it is at the end of the day. Ciao. The Liverpool accent makes me laugh. Calm down. Scouse mate. Liverpool have to have two red cars too. Big up Irfan. I'm sure they have lots of cars. Sal, have you heard of United Stand? Man, never even cut his hair till United Strand. Yeah, he was supposed to come on the show, Kenny. He was supposed to come on the show about a month ago. He was supposed, I mean, just another idiot. Trying, untalented idiot doing stupid things. I'm not going to cut my hair to do 5 games in a row. Let me give that in perspective. You know, the top 4 sides never won 5 in a row last season. How Man United going to win 5? It's people. What I don't like, guys, and I'll be honest with you, is people that use Man United's name for stupid little activities like that, which basically indirectly mocks Manchester United. You know, and I'll, you know, at the end of the day, and that's what I was going to tell him on the show. I was going to say, look, don't you think that what you do mocks Man United? Don't you think that it makes fun of the team, our situation? I take it. I take it like, you know, annoying. Big up, Raj. How you doing? I hope you're doing well. Wow, not idiotic challenge from Anthony G. Very idiotic. What's your favourite player from both clubs in the starting 11? Liverpool and Newcastle. Not to mention we take at our club, but your faves. Mine's and Tonali. Yeah, Tonali's probably one of mine. I like Isaac, but he's going Liverpool. But Tonali and probably Liverpool, Salah probably, to be honest with you. Chow, how many players Pep developed since he joined City? None. Check book manager. Absolutely. And people don't know this, right? People don't know this, but people give him credit for that Barcelona side. That Barcelona side was from Frank Rijkaard. He built that side, not Pep. Now, Kenny, get that afro. Kenny, people think he'd be copying. It's crazy dumb. What are these idiotic challenge? It takes the piss out of Man United. That's what it does. People don't see it. I see it. I think people do silly activities like that are just mocking the football club for their own personal benefit. That is it. You know. Well, you don't need to know much about him, Kenny, because you basically said it, everything about him just there. That's it. Claim to fame. I grew my hair until Man United win 5 games in a row. That's what he goes. I'm not going to cut my hair until Manchester United win 5 games in a row. Manchester United winning 5 games in a row. Day 287 of Manchester United winning 5 games in a row. Goodness me. God blimey. You know what I mean? Tyberg, I would like to see Pep at Sevilla, for example. Honestly, he's overrated, mate. He's overrated. He's always been overrated. The only regret I have, guys, is that I think that Alex Ferguson done it. When we played Barcelona twice in those European Championship finals, I felt that Alex Ferguson got it wrong, so to speak. You know, I thought he got it wrong, in my opinion. Wasn't it also Van Gaal who gave the debut to Iniesta, I think, and a lot of others who had success under Pep? Pep just took over a clean job. Frank Rijkaard, I think Messi would admit it. It was from Frank Rijkaard, Messi, all that team there, Xavi. Xavi actually played against United in 98, 99. And that was Louis Van Gaal as well. Yeah. I think Iniesta came a couple of years after. Pep is finished. Big up, Chow. Man City need to move on. I don't know who they're going to get. What a clip was that, Kenny, bro? I saw a clip and didn't even take him seriously. The haircut, Raja. The haircut, geezer. Day 57 of not cutting my hair until Man United win 5 games in a row. Day 27 of not cutting my hair to Manchester United win 5 games in a row. I mean, come on, guys. Come on, man. Get a talent. He did the same as Johan Cruyff. It's not really new. Absolutely. United Strand clip. Yeah. What happens when Man United do win 5 games in a row? That's basically what it is. That's all it is. Guys, that's all it is. 5 games in a row. Let me see this. I'm just seeing something, guys. Just writing something up. Raja, United Strand is guy from Timu version of Hulk Heart. Yeah, guy that says it all. He was supposed to come on my channel, but he didn't come on it. He cancelled. Probably because I'm going to ask him a proper question about Man United and he won't be able to answer it. Probably doesn't know much about football. Day 256 of Man United winning 5 games in a row. That's what he does every year. I mean, your mum must be proud of him. You gotta laugh, innit, guys? People these days, honest to God. Honestly. You gotta laugh sometimes. Yeah, you really do have to laugh, don't you? Fair play, people make ways to make money. You know. He looks like he already has money, though. Quite a bit. The way he talks. Day 357 until Manchester United win 5 games in a row. Steve. Ferguson always says he should have played Pete Jason Park in that final against Barcelona and man Mark Messi. I agree. No, he should have learned his lesson from Rome. And I was at the Wembley final. Very disappointed because as much as Barcelona was so good, I think Man United could have still won the game if we played a little bit more of a pragmatic style of football. And it's no shame in that. There's no shame in sometimes just playing a pragmatic style of football. There's not. Against teams like that, who are probably one of the greatest teams of all time. I do believe they were lucky. I think they had a lot of decisions that went their way. I also think that the referees love Barcelona. It was UEFA Lona at one point, wasn't it? Everything they did. The goal against Chelsea. You remember the goal, the Chelsea game? You know, when Chelsea should have had about 4 penalties. And you remember that? They should have even been there. 2-0. 2-0. And it is Ekatike, guys, with the goal. Ekatike has scored a second for Liverpool. Liverpool are running riot now. They're 2-0 up. Newcastle are down to 10 men. This game is over, guys. Well and truly over. Well and truly over, guys. Can't see Newcastle coming back from this now, guys. It's over now. A good finish from Ekatike. Everyone here in the chat, remember to click the little button and on the way, easy to forget. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Helge. Really appreciate it. Third Liverpool goal in 3 games for Ekatike. They're going to win the league this season. That thing, ex-Frankfurter. Yeah. Tyborg. Eddie Howe doesn't get nowhere near the criticism, though, does he? He gets no criticism. I agree. You also have to admit to being biased. I love him so much. I would love to have him at United once, even though I agree with you. Russell Stotts, good afternoon. How you doing, mate? Hope you're doing well. If Liverpool go 21, it's going to be very unbearable. I'm surrounded by so many Liverpool fans. Don't worry, Rasta. We're in it together, bruv. We're in it together. Don't worry, mate. We are in it together. Liverpool win or Arsenal win? Liverpool will win the league. I got this feeling. If they sign Isaac, forget about it. I don't think anyone can catch them. Sorry. It's up to us to raise our game. Well, we can't even beat Fulham. You know what I mean? Liverpool definitely getting Isaac signing. Yeah, they're going to get him, definitely. Make it even more worse. Temper with Newcastle. Yeah, Newcastle are not happy. They've approached the game the wrong way. Eddie Howe gets no criticism. Wonder why? I know, absolutely. All my favorite players from Frankfurt has gone to our rivals lately. Mamouche City, Ekatike to Liverpool. Yeah, sorry, I had a little technical difficulty on my scoreboard. It's back to normal now, I hope. Sal, you're 93rd minute. It's back to normal now. It's back to normal. I hate Mamouche went to City. He has been one of my favorite players around Europe for the last couple of years. Yeah. Let them rot over there, guys. Let them rot. Last year, my last nightmare came to pass. Now you're telling me it's going to be double. Oh, my God. You know what I would say, Rasta? You know the most important thing, which is just that concentrate on us. We do it to ourselves. We're the reason we're here is because of Glazers. That's why Liverpool are doing what they're doing now. It's because of the Glazers. You know, Irfan, Arsenal have better square pegs and round holes. Held Mamouche's quality, but Pep is going to ruin him. The media will go Sesko as soon as he couldn't get a goal. Zidane's 2 requests to Man. Zidane is one of the early favourites to replace Amram. Stop talking rubbish, fan. He doesn't want to come to England. Same with Turkey. Back pass and shielding the ball. Zidane is not going to succeed in England, fan. Zidane is not a good manager like that for Premier League. He's good at Real Madrid, squad already there. Support your manager, fan, or support another football club. I'll be honest with you, mate. My football club I've supported 40 years. You know, the people around you probably didn't even know what football was about 20 years ago. You know what I mean? We've been watching it for all our lives. You know what I mean? So support your manager. That's how you do it. Stop this baby thing. Oh, we need Zidane. And then Zidane will get the same treatment. Don't worry about that. The same thing will happen to him. And then people will be calling that Zidane. Is he really experienced, though? Is he really experienced? He managed a great Real Madrid team, you know? And that's what it is, you know? We got the best number 10s, guys. We got Mbeumo and Cunha. I think they're going to be great. Mbeumo and Cunha. Can't believe people just talking about manager out even after 2 games. These people are mad. You know, donkey shaggers. Oh, God. Eon. Exactly. He couldn't do it. He couldn't do it at a proper club. That would be great, mate. But not as a manager, though. I mean, donkey shaggers, mate. Like every single time, they don't understand the soul of football. They don't understand the soul of football, man. They really don't. Kevin, I'm giving Amram this season because Ineos ain't going to sack him mid-season. I'm giving Amram this season because I support him. Not because of anything. I support him. That's it. I'll give him the full season, of course. If we come 15th, of course. I don't think he will, though. I think we'll have a good season. Don't worry, guys. I still believe. Bexy, I do think Amram needs to turn it around fast, though. He needs Europe that next season, end of. Yeah, but I don't think Zidane's going to do any better than him, Bexy. Zidane had Modric, Cruz, Ronaldo. Double I. My ideal starting 11. Lamens is done. Goalkeeper Lamens, but 3 and Mazrui, Delit, Euro midfield, right wing back Ahmad, left wing back Dorgu, pivot Kobe, Casemiro, 10s Cunha and Puma, and from the time to time Bruno, striker Sesko. Big up, my friend. Big up, Double A. Nice team. What's that word in Scandinavian? Odin. If we could finish in the top 10 and win a domestic trophy and go out next season, I would love that. Don't worry, Rasta, we're gonna come back, brother. Don't worry, brother. We're gonna come back, mates. Don't worry. We're gonna get to the promised land again. And when we do get to the promised land, Rasta, we're gonna feel it. We're gonna enjoy it, mate. Boom. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna enjoy it. Newcastle guy looks like he's got a bad arm. Oh, he's got a bad shoulder. Tonali. Probably pulled it out of joint. Probably pulled it out of his joint. Guys. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I think we all know that one. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. What a player. What a player he was. Guys, we are on the 56th minute, is it? 56th minute. It's 2-0 to Liverpool, guys. Liverpool running away with it. Liverpool are running away with the game, guys. Running away with the game. Obviously, fortunate Liverpool again. VAR, Liverpool, as they call it. They're not called Liverpool for no reason. The promised land, Sal. Hopefully not. When we have a grey hair, bad back, furry slippers, and dressing room. You're describing me how I felt this morning, Steve. You're describing how I felt this morning. So it's a goal for. Is it Newcastle? Is a goal for Newcastle? Is it that goal for Newcastle? Steve, I'm watching it. Oh, let me get. Exactly, Chow. Goal for Newcastle, guys. 2-1. They're back in the game, guys. They're making a match of it. Come on. I said 2-2, guys. You remember I said 2-2 before the game? Don't lie. Another one. Another one. Another one. There you go, guys. Two, 2-1, guys. Come on. Come on. Can they get back in it? Can they make a draw out of this, guys? Can they make a draw out of this game? Can they do it? Do it. Can they do it? Come on, guys. Finally. Big up, Ellen. What's going on? Hope you're doing well. What's that about a goat? You goat or you got gout? What's that held? You got gout or you got goat? Ellen, let's go Newcastle. Come on. Dakken schon ich bin a Schnappi. Das klein a Krokodil. Remember Lena Satellite banger. Man, you can really dance. Let's go Newcastle. One of these days, Sal, you have to tell us about the treble year from your experience. It's on my membership videos. Traveled down there from London by coach via France, through Spain, all the way through Spain, and then got to Barcelona. Knackered. Didn't have a penny to my name, by the way. I was lucky to get a ticket, only because someone couldn't go. Yeah. Tussentuck. Yeah, nice language lesson. You're basically babble. You know, you're basically my babble in here. Is it babble? Bilingual. Was it about bilingual or something? You said it flawlessly. What do you know about me, bro? What do you know about me? You know, I'm very, you know, if it wasn't, if I wasn't born in England, I'd be called Hans because I'm hands on. You know what I mean? But that might be German. So tell me, why do Norwegian people have Berg in their name? And why do a lot of Jewish people have Berg in their name? Is it upsides, Cyborg? It's upsides. I should be a German commentator. I should be standing at the Olympic Stadium in 1990 with my big microphone and massive headphones, talking to Oliver Kahn. Mr. International Sub, Mr. Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide, absolutely. Berg is mountain in German. Upsides. It's the only word I used to know. It's the only word I used to know because I used to watch a lot of German football because when I was young, when I first got satellite television, they used to put German football on Channel 21. And it used to come on. I actually watched Man United against Bayern Munich at the Olympic Stadion 2-2 on the German channel. I can answer quickly. Berg means hill mounted. Jewish people are called Berg because of Polish, German, and Norwegian mixing in the 90s. But Polish, oh yeah, because Polish are more Dinsky, isn't it? Binsky, Dinsky, Broski. Yeah, I think Polish are. You learn something new. Means hill or mountain. Jewish people are called Berg because of Polish, German, and Norwegian mixing in the 1900s. But they've sort of adopted that, haven't they? Don't you think they've sort of adopted that? They sort of adopted Berg. You know, like Greenberg. You know, something like that. Yeah, Jewish people came in Europe and took the Berg last names. Yeah, they've adopted it, Helge, and acting like their own, a bit like the country. Oh, God. Oh, goodness me. Adopted and got rid of their Polish last names. What were their real names? What were their real names? Yeah, they've stolen quite a few things. Trust me, mate. Trust me. What the hell? Just look, you only got one person online. How can I have one person online? Is it just held? Salinsky probably. Salinkovic. Salamikinov. Oi, what do you call a Bulgarian with one extra bollock? Hujanikabulov. Ah, God. Did you know there was once a footballer called Bagari, right? I think he played for Iran or something. His name was Bagari, and there was another player called Bullock. And if you put them together, it's Bagari Bullock. Oh, God. Sorry, guys. I'm always worried. Wonder why so many Jewish people have German surnames. There is my answer. Dunga Helge. There you go, Tyborg. See, you learn everything. It's a multicultural show, guys. It's a multicultural show. You learn things on here. You know, you get educated. You have a laugh. You know what I mean? Love the way you pronounce Helge. It's the wrong, but it sounds cool. It's better, mate. I'm reinventing the word, mate. Listen, Ellen, if I tell you to pronounce English names, you say it funny too. You say it funny too. Yeah. Yeah. You know what I mean? You say funny. We never mention it. You see, us English, we're kind. We don't mention it to you guys. We don't laugh at you, but you laugh at us. That's why we refrain from speaking other language, because you laugh at us. When I went to France, I asked for a double Big Mac, right? I said, "Je voudrais deux Big Macs, s'il vous plaît." They laughed at me. It's like when it's like when I went to New York. And I went into McDonald's, right? And in McDonald's in England, you could buy muffins. And I went to New York and I said, "Excuse me, can I have a chocolate muffin, please?" They all laughed at me. They all laughed at me. They all laughed at me. Helge. Helge. Helsinki. Helsinki Chiki. Ooh, ah, cheeky boys. Ooh, ah, cheeky girls. Ooh, ah, cheeky boys. Ooh, ah, cheeky boys. Are we the cheeky boys or cheeky girls? Don't speak about muffins, so I can't. It's too late for that now. But I did. It's just a fact. It's a true story, gospel. Someone should write it somewhere. I went to McDonald's and I asked for a muffin. They laughed because it's a typical English thing to do. Said, "Excuse me, madam, can I have a chocolate muffin, please?" They don't sell muffins. Scandalous. People think I walk around with a cloak and armor. You know what I mean? Cup of tea. I'm an English gentleman. Big up, Helge. We all losing our heads. Big up. There was a player in Germany called Wanker. Oh my goodness me. There's a player called Jerkoff as well. He was Bulgarian. Newcastle are fighting like pit bulls. Good. Can they get the equalizer? If I worked at McDonald's and Sal came in and say, "I did work at McDonald's, can I have a muffin?" I would struggle to be professional. Steve, you got to tell me something now, Steve. You can't just say that and just leave me in the dark, man. You can't just leave me in the dark. I've been cheated by you since I don't know when. You see us, yeah, like ABBA. You see with ABBA, yeah, ABBA don't pronounce words right. That's why they got famous. Their English is funny. I've been cheated by you since I don't know when. I can't remember when. This game's drier than Gandhi's flip-flop, mate. Honest to God. Come on, man. I want my score to come true. Ellen, your name's like Ellen, like a Helen in England, isn't it? It's like Helen. You're Ellen, mate. Ellen. Oi, Ellen. It's like East London. Oi, Ellen. Ellen. Come here now. Ellen. The winner takes it all. The winner takes it all. I mean, obviously, Liverpool, definitely. VAR, knowing me, knowing you. Aha. Newcastle applying real pressure. Come on, Coco. Big up, Coco. How you doing this good evening? How you doing? Ellen is easy in all languages. It's Helen. Ellen, you missed the H. You missed the H. You can't pronounce my real name. Sal is short for something. If you speak to if you say my name, you won't be able to pronounce it. Helge. Held, marriage is about compromise. My wife wanted a dog. I didn't want a dog, so we compromised and got a dog. That's a classic. My wife likes dogs too. I'm a cat person. I'm a cat. Honestly, guys, I'm a cat person. I like cats. I think cats are funnier. I mean, don't mind dogs, but dogs are too needy, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Salvador's incorrect. And then 3 more guesses. Hotspot. Hotspot. When I hear the oi word, Rodney and Dell comes to mind. You know Rodney and Dell. You know the storyline. It was filmed in Peckham. I got married in Peckham, Tyborg. Yeah, I know, not very glamorous, but I got married in Peckham, and the storyline actually comes from a true story. You know that of Only Fools on Horses. It's actually a true story from a guy from East London, down the road from me. It's actually a true story. He became a millionaire as well. Was a moo. I'm a cat person, 100%. I have a cat. I like that they have their own mind. I was that one cat named Layla from Star Wars. My cat was called Fluff, but my cat ran away. My cat went for other pussy. Sadly. With another, yeah. Ellen, they don't know that Helge is such an old grandma in Norway, and I'm born in 1994. Helge. You know, in English names, it's like Doreen and Daisy. Fred is pretty old now. Jeff is pretty old now. Yeah. We have some weird names. It started young. I started young, Helge. Yeah. They started young. I mean, can't help it, mate. You know, I used to have a fish. In 98, 99, I had a goldfish. And I named it after a football player. Which player of the 1998, 1999 squad did I name my fish after? Come on, guys. You got this one. Scandinavian. You got this one. Come on. You got this one. What did I name my fish? I named him. I named my fish Jesper Blomfish. Didn't last long. My dad cleaned the bowl out with fairy liquid and then didn't rinse it out properly enough. I came back. I actually was in Manchester. I came back and it was floating on top of the water. Jesper Blomfish. Lasted as long as his career. Joe Linton isn't Brazilian. The same Brazil, Bruno G. They are either from Ecuador. Ecuador, absolutely. Big up. Your cat went where? He went with another, you know what I mean? Nowadays, you have other modern man's names like Tiffany and Sally Liz. Yeah, they name them everything these days. They name them everything. Yeah, Jesper Blomfish Hells. Yeah, sad times, man. Liked Jesper. I did like Jesper Blomfish. Yeah, sad times. Dad never apologized. Sally is what wife's wife call him. My wife calls me babe. Babe. Because I'm a babe. She calls me babe. 1 moment of silence for Fluff. 1 moment of silence for Jesper Blomfish. Yeah, because it's a very loyal fish. Lasted me a week. I have good feelings as well because everything about that year, it was 98, 99. 98, 99. I remember everything about that year because of the football. Everything. Mi amore. That's nice. I'm babe. Will they get equalizer maybe? Come on, hopefully. We still got a few minutes left, guys. 15 minutes left. 15 minutes left, guys. Fluff around here, mostly cat boo and the ditch do. Yeah, mate. Cats ain't loyal, man. These bitches ain't loyal, man. They ain't loyal. That's the thing. That's the thing. My all-time favorite Scandinavian player is Jari Litmanen. Finnish. Not Finnish as in he finished, but I'm talking about Finnish. Finnish playing for Ajax and Liverpool. He played for Liverpool though, Tybor. That's one thing about it. He's a weird-looking guy. Helge means the weekend, and Shive means slice of bread, and land means country. I have a weird name. Sao means monkey in Japanese. I have the whole Noah's Ark: 2 dogs, 1 cat, 40 chickens, a Gmail turkey, Dubai roaches. My goodness me, stick insects, mealworms, and 3 tarantulas. A man that lost his fur and supports Man United. Bloody hell! Did you know? I filmed a music video called Through the Eyes. It's basically about kids who are raised by alcoholic parents. And part of the video, I wanted to have like a guy who lives on his own by himself in his own flat. And I wanted to make it look like really grimy and dirty because he's by himself, he's broke and he's unemployed and stuff. And I had to get cockroaches, cockroaches. Like there's actually someone who collects cockroaches out there in London. I went all the way up to West London. I'm from East London. I went to West London and I got cockroaches. And he had all these different ones. I said, as long as they don't fly, I'm good. Don't let them fly. You know what I mean? And that was it. And yeah, check that video out. Check that video out. I filmed it, guys. Very, very good video by my brother Reds. Yeah. Went on TV. I've been on TV. My brother's been on TV loads of times in London. He's big in London. Definitely big. We're talking about, guys, right here. Wow, Ellen, that's insane. And now you have a go in Sal. Yeah, thank you so much, Helge. Dick is actually fat in German. So it's a double curse. So if you call someone Dick, you call them Fat Dick. West London is home to Kingston. Yeah, I used to work in Kingston. M&S, Coco. I used to live down the road from there in Dorking in my latter years. I left England soon afterwards. That's the sickest thing I've heard. Cockroaches, nasty. Yeah, collects them, mate. Mad thing. So young that a slice of bread, the weekend held. Add see if I find. Here you go. I'll give you a link. It's here. I don't know if you can click on it, but it's here. I gave you the wrong link. Sorry, guys. I gave you the wrong link. That's not the link. That's definitely not the link. Let me get the link for you. I've been cheated by you since I don't know when. Ding, 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 ding. Right, let me see this. I'll give you the link now. There's loads of music. I've got loads of music. Helge knows. I'm in all the videos, by the way. You have to spot me. You have to spot me, though. I'm in all the videos. I'm all the videos. Big up Streamlabs. Still talking about the poll. This is that poll is the longest poll ever. It's the longest poll I've ever seen in my life, Streamlabs. I've got to cancel that. Sorry, guys. That's my fault. It's going to be a lot of injury time. Mamma mia, here I go again. My. Yeah, my brother's called Reds. REDZZ. He's got a YouTube channel, guys, called Shaq Warner Unchained. Check it out. Shaq Warner Unchained. He's got a new YouTube channel. He's interviewed a lot of people, but he's yeah. Thanks, man. Did you check them all? Have you seen the one I did with Eminem's D12? Bizarre. You check that one out. The one we done with G Unit. The one we done. We got loads. I've done a lot, guys. Done a lot more than just a pretty face. Can Newcastle get the equaliser, guys? That would be lovely, and my prediction would be correct if that happens. I get that a lot, mate. I get that a lot. Yeah. Warner's actually my my mum's name. My dad was an immigrant. He came in a car to London. Couldn't use his surname because to get into England, he had to use the guys in a car's name. So the guy in the car had to act like he was the son. So I used my mum's surname. Big up Tyborg. I've had even in the rabbit hole. If you remember, I watched so many vids. It was dope. Thanks, Helge. Might make some more videos soon. We got some more not even uploaded yet, Helge. We got some great ones. I filmed one in Cuba. Great song. That one hasn't been uploaded yet. I might upload that. Yeah, you got to go down the rabbit hole. Definitely. Guys, 9 minutes for Newcastle United to get back into this game. Can they get back into this game? Can they do it? Did you ever like Tannet? No, I don't, Helge. Pasa. No, I don't like him. Let me tell you a story about the UK music scene is very, how would I say it? It rhymes with acist. Trust me. And not from the side you think. What happens in Cuba stays in Cuba. That's out. It's just me and my brother. Not the best place I've ever been to, but a great experience. A great experience, I would say that. That's not my name, Ellen. Nope. I would imagine you don't like how he says words. I don't like, and it's not that, not at all. There's something called blackballers. Basically, people who stop people from doing things. It happens in every business. Basically, people who blackball people from, being successful. So, for example, tell a radio station, if you're close to the DJ, don't play that guy just because plainly they don't like him. And that's how the music industry works in England, Yeah, it's Salinio. It's Salinio. Helge knows. Salinio. Salinio Rastamuffin. That's my name. Coco, that's my brother. I directed and I'm his manager as well. Yep. I know about blackballers. We have the same in Norway. It's gatekeepers, kind of. It's horrible. Yeah. It's a difficult thing. This is why what they say in the music industry, you have to be really soft. You have to be really basically kissing people's backsides and things like that. 5 minutes ago, guys. Can Newcastle get back into this game? Come on, Newcastle. There's loads there, Coco. Check it out. REDZZ. I'm in a lot of the videos. Salinio, big up. Yeah. Just remember, I'm mixed race. Lo, what are you guys talking about? Steve, we're talking about you, mate. Can't be Sullivan. Nah, it wouldn't be Sullivan. Otherwise, I'd be called Sully, wouldn't I? I'd be called Sully, wouldn't I? Sullivan. What the hell? You make me sound like some sort of warlord. Sullivan. Barbarian. Something like that. There used to be a wrestler called the Barbarian. He used to go, hut, 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 hut. 2-2. Yeah, we need it to happen. Absolutely. I feel sorry for Steve, who just walked into this mess. It must be hard being Arnie Slot, though, working for Aqua and also being a football manager. You have to give him the credit where it's due. Hey, Bobby, you want a party? Is it bank holiday in London? It's not bank holiday here. It's not bank holiday here, mate. Definitely not bank holiday here. They won't understand, but the jokes we would make with Steve's name, Steve Pink, Steve Pick, Stephen Hendry, Steve Redgrave, Steve Bruce. We're gonna do it to you, Steve. Every Steve we're thinking of now. Let me have a look at famous Steves in the world. Steve Buscemi, Steve Martin, Stephen Gerrard. That's the worst one. Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal. Steven Seagal. Used to be called G, hated it, so I mean, I can imagine. I would have changed my name, Steve. I would have changed my name. Then again, you got Steve Bruce, mate. That's not bad. That's not bad. Tyborg. We have much time. Newcastle haven't got much time, guys. Newcastle, no time at all. They need to get a move on. Hopefully get an equaliser, maybe a set piece or something like that. Equaliser, 2-2. 2 equaliser. My goodness me, I cannot believe it. The 10 men have done it. Boom, the 2-2. Again, I got it right. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, guys. What a game. What a game. There we go, guys. That's all. My goodness me. Brilliant. How'd they manage that? You see Liverpool, they sat back, didn't they? They sat back. They sat back. They shouldn't have sat back, guys. They should have went for that third. There you go. Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. Just waiting. Replay. Watching. $500 million down the drain. I'm going to be a hater in Kataji's voice. KG's a legend. KG's all right. KG's all right. You know, what I like about KG, he always gives people a chance to speak. You know, but 2-2 Newcastle and Liverpool. Great comeback for Newcastle, to be fair. Very good comeback. Very, very good comeback, guys, from Newcastle United here. Arnie Slot's not happy. Sal's the new Steve, exactly. Helge is the new Helen. Corner to Newcastle, Steve. Can they get the winner? Can you imagine, guys, what a turn up for the books that would be? Do you remember the old games against Steve? Do you remember the old games in Newcastle, the 4-3s? Down to 10 men who scored 2. Respect, absolutely. I don't like Newcastle, but respect for that. Absolutely. 11 minutes added time. Bloody hell. You know what time it is here? It's 10 to 1 in the morning. And they're doing 11 minutes. They're having a laugh, mate. Stay classy. Alanga will cook. This match means Newcastle a lot for their fight. Like they did well. I remember the classic 4-4 scoreline between Newcastle and Arsenal. Big up Kenny. Yeah, and that was for nothing though. That game was like a nothing game. I think it was the end of the season or something. I remember. Went Arsenal 3-1 up, 4-2 up, ended up 4-4. Something like that. I remember it. Yeah, Arshavin scored that one in that game. Bench is the artist name, and his real name is Bence. My artist name is Visa Magella. Nelson Mandela. Oh, Visa Magella. Sorry. Have you got anything on YouTube? I remember that one to Kenny crazy. Yeah, it was a crazy game. Don't get games like that anymore. I don't want Newcastle to win. I want everyone to draw. Yeah, I remember that game. I think it was a game that meant nothing, though, if I'm not wrong. As far as I can aware. There's a couple of games that didn't really mean anything. I remember Liverpool playing Arsenal when they won the league in 1998, way before your time. And Liverpool won 4-1, I think. Was it 4-1? Arsenal had already won the league. It's been like that a couple of times. That is one of the... The throw-ins coming in, guys. Oh. Helge, I have 2 music videos on YouTube and like 10 songs on Spotify, but everything is in Norwegian. That's all right. Just send me the link on YouTube, on Twitter. Send me the link on Twitter. I'll have a look. Show me the YouTube videos. So it's your fault, Ellen, that we drew. We want everyone to draw. This is the draw specialist. We've had a lot of draws so far this season, apart from the Arsenal one, which was disappointing. Yeah, I don't really do as music as I used to do. Music industry's bad. It's bad. It's not good. Trust me, I've been in it. I've been in it. So we are on 94 minutes, guys. We are on 94 minutes. And it is nearly 1 o'clock in the morning where I am. Why is it 11 minutes though? Where did 11 minutes come from? Never see 11 minutes of Man United, you know. $11 what the hell? It's it bot thing, not rap, but not clean singing, not more like Milli Vanilli. I get you, Helge. Don't you know it's true? Ooh, 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 I love you. Ding, 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 ding. Helge has pictures of Milli Vanilli on his wall. Only when Fergie was manager, 11 minutes. Yeah, we deserved it though. People don't understand how much we got kicked all over the place. They only see it on TV. We used to get kicked all over the place. I sent you one in English song. I wrote it my friend's side piece. I wonder what that means. You already know what that song's about. Absolute lip sync and a stupid it. All right, good to see. Cringe. Fair play, mate. Fair play. It's not easy. But it's funny. You get to see how I look. I'm the dude with the brown hair. That narrows it down. Well, then again, ain't you? You're not all blonde in Norway, are you? That's Sweden. 5 minutes to go, guys, of injury time. Taking a mick. Not interested in Sal's sleep today. Cut my finger open today. Cut my finger open. You see that? See? Without a thumb, I'm on stream. Without a thumb. Without a thumb, I am on stream for you guys. That's dedication, guys. Most people must be in bed right now. Without a thumb, I'm doing this thing. Without an arm, I spit. Without an arm, I spit. Absolutely. Hell's Angels, Tyborg. I've heard of it. Hell's Angels. Yeah. Sal, with blood, sweat, and tears. Yes, mate. Of course, man. Of course. Painful. Don't try wash scissors. It's not worth it. So, Sal, that's red ink, not blood. Steve, see this? It's full of blood. Yeah, that's what happened today. Scissors. I was washing up. Yeah, I do know Judas Priest. I know him quite well. You guys, all you are singers. If I sing, I'll end up in jail. I'm not a singer, Tyborg. I'm a music manager. I can't sing to save my life. At least I think I can sing. I think I can sing, but people say I don't. I sound stupid singing, so I don't sing. I think I have a good voice, but you know, everyone does, don't they? But I was in the music industry for over 20 years. I used to manage people like the Sugar Babes, Wretch 32, my brother, worked with Lady Gaga. You name it, I've done it. Hate to name drop, but I've done a lot of things. G Unit, Eminem. You know what I mean? And none of that was like, get him out of my club, bruv. You bald fraud, bruv. Didn't get the views from doing that by putting other people down. Actually had the talent. Harold, there is a clip of me singing "Living in the Midnight" of Judas Priest, live live in front of 300 people from when I was 14 years old on YouTube. Horrible. Now you're going to make me look for it, Harold. You shouldn't have said that, because now I will look for it, and now I will play it on here. Yeah, I'll change it to my new intro music. What a coincidence, Tyborg. Is it a coincidence? Is it? I can sing, can't dance, but I do because, you know, guitar, not Jimi Hendrix. Big up, Tyborg. We need to have a music off. We need some music off, like a music little thing going, like, you know what I mean, sometime. There's only a couple of songs. I think I could sing a couple of songs really well. You know, when you have some songs, you just hit the notes. There's some songs where you just hit the notes and it works, you know? A goal for who? A goal for who? Steve. Better not be Liverpool. Is it Liverpool? Oh my God. It's going to be Liverpool. I can't believe it. No, man. Come on, guys. How can they... Oh my goodness me. How can they do that? "10 minutes of injury time. Come on, man. 10 minutes of injury. 10 minutes of injury time. Can't believe it. 10 minutes of injury time. Who else gets that much injury time? Who scored the goal? Never seen him before. Never seen. Oh my goodness me. Oh my goodness me. What a finish, though. Good finish, to be fair. My God. Rio. Painful. Bloody hell, Coco. Oh, man. That's when you know it's going to be their season, isn't it? He's 16. Goodness me. Good finish, though. Good finish. Hate Liverpool from the bottom of my heart, says Ellen. There you go. I know how you feel. Oh, well. He's got the luck on his side, isn't it? He's got that minus touch. He's got the luck on his side, guys. He has. It's going to be full time. I don't know where the 11 minutes came from, though. That was ridiculus. I mean, I understand 5-6 minutes, but come on, 11. When have we ever had 11 minutes injury time? We can have a helicopter land on the pitch and we will still won't get 11 minutes. Yeah, that's the thing, Coco, isn't it? You're going to have to start, you know, when you're playing badly and you still manage to win the game. It's what we used to do very well, Coco, back in the old days. You know, we don't do that anymore. It's a free kick to Newcastle anyway. Pope is coming up. Goodness me. Jamie, good afternoon. Welcome back. Liverpool's going to win the league. 21 is coming. Jamie, thanks for being the bearer of bad news, my guy. Ngumoa. Rio Ngumoa. I should know that. I read these the subs and everything. Sal's going to win the league in 21. I wish I was 21. I wish I was 21. Liverpool won't win shit, says Kamali. Are you saying that because you want it? Are you saying that because you think they won't win shit? Or are you saying that because you don't want them to win shit? Or is it a bit of reassurance going there, Kamali? That's it, Sal. Good game. Enjoyed that. Not the scoreline. Thank you so much, Steve. It's good to have you here, mate. And it's good to have everyone here. Liverpool win 3-2. That's another win for Liverpool. That is 7 goals in 2 games for Liverpool, guys. They know how to put the ball in the back of the net, unlike some people. Yeah, look, they win in the game when they're playing badly. Do you know what I mean? Guys, don't forget to vote on the Arsenal game. Yeah, we won't forget, Tybor. Don't forget to vote on the Arsenal against Man United game. Guys, it's probably on the 5,000th vote by now. I haven't stopped it. I haven't stopped the Arsenal game. I got to do it. I keep forgetting. It's not Streamlabs' fault. It's my fault. That kid has been developed because that's what Liverpool do. Big up, Jamie. That's what we got to start doing. Feel so sorry for Newcastle. Me too. They credit talent. They create talent. They do. Everyone remember to like the video before you leave. Thank you, guys. Absolutely. I'm off to bed. It is 1:05 in the morning here, guys. And really appreciate everyone, guys. Absolutely. And guys, I will be back tomorrow in a few hours, actually, for Breaking Dawn. So don't forget to join me for that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to put your notifications on in case I go live at 3 in the morning or something like that if something breaks. But guys, thank you. I really appreciate that. That was a funny stream and a great time, guys. Good chat. And I'll see you tomorrow. Anyway, Breaking Dawn. Don't forget to join me there, guys. And let's go, guys. Big up Kamali, by the way. All good. Breaking Dawn down, very breaking down. Big up, my friend. All hell is going to break loose. Absolutely, definitely. Big up, Jamie. Big up, everyone. See you tomorrow. Have a good evening. Good night. Sleep tight. I'm Sal Warner. This is the watch along between Liverpool and Newcastle. Lucky Liverpool again. Lucky Scousers. Calm down. Take it easy, guys. Peace.